And the video we have this week is the Tiger Force Lifeline. This is another figure that I don't actually have the original mold. I just have this one, so we'll just have to do with this. Now here is the file card. If I can actually get it into frame here. I will let you I will pause that and let you read that. But it does show that he's like from he's a medic and can do x-rays and stuff. So it's very cool. First, I am going to go over the accessories. And I know what everyone is going to say. This is one of those that I really wish I hadn't done that, but okay. It was in his hands. And well, that's okay. Okay, so now I am going to say something that everybody has said, everybody is going to say, and everybody is always going to talk about. Okay, for a guy who's supposed to be a pacifist, for a guy who's supposed to be somebody who is absolutely against violence and will refuse to do anything with violence, they gave him a gun. Actually a very nice pistol, to be honest. I think the original one was molded in silver, or maybe like a gray, but it's done in black this time, which is nice. I actually like that. So this is a very nice gun. I have no idea what kind of gun this is. It comes with a communications backpack that has here's the antenna. Here's like the speaker where he would talk into. Or actually, I'm sorry, this is the speaker part that other people would talk through and he'd be listening in. On the side, there's a nice dial. It's really nice. Not sure what that is. Probably like power. Here's the CB antenna. Here's where the antenna. I'm sorry, where you'd talk into. There's the CB right there. And then here's like the dials and the buttons and the stuff where you would send the call to. So it's a highly detailed backpack on the back. So it's very nice, really nice. I really like this backpack. I think the original, once again, was in gray and not this like kind of slightly glossy, slightly shiny black. I'm glad it's in black. It's nice. And for once, with it being in black, you could still tell the details without it kind of being washed out. Because sometimes when you have black accessories, the blackness just kind of wipes everything out and it's kind of sad. But this time you can see everything very nicely. So here he has, and I will get a figure. I have Sky Striker here, and I will do a little demonstration on what you were supposed to do. So let's just pretend that Sky Striker got hurt. So what you were supposed to do was put this over his head. Let me see if I can put this on camera so you can see. I shouldn't have probably taken it off, not because this strap is bad, not because anything like that. I'm just not very coordinated. I'm wondering if I can't. I think that was kind of a mistake on my part to take it off first. Let's see if I can then do that and then pull it. Yeah, there we go. That was more on me. So let's just say he was hurt. And then you have this backpack that opens up. Be very careful with these because the pegs are tiny. Look at these pegs. Okay. These pegs are tiny. So be careful opening them up. But when you do open them up, look, this is really nice Really, really nice. Got the oxygen tank. You've got the little, once again, this, like, whatever symbol that is, right there, right in the middle here, whatever that is, that's like their EMT thing. I don't know how they came up with that idea or where they came, but there it is. That's nice. It's replicated on the figure, or, well, it was on the original figure. And then you've got, like, dials and switches, and you've got the oxygen tank, and we'll put this back on. I just wanted to show you it. I rarely open this because I don't want to do that and break the pegs. Now see, here it is. Here's that medical symbol. It's not like a red cross. It's just, I don't know, just the G.I. Joe medic symbol. See, and then he's got rescue written on there. That's really nice. And then what you do is you plug the oxygen tank on this peg. And this is really nice because it's got a nice flexible hose. Okay, it's really kind of rubbery, really nice. So you got your poor guy here, he's laying down. And you put it in the hole, just like that. And then there he is. And he can work on him just like that. And we'll just go like this. And we can make it look like he's working on him. And he's got the backpack. Would help if I put it in frame. So there you go. And then, with the backpack and everything, you can, once again, just take this off. I'm going to just slide it up. And you've got the backpack here. And I don't like putting it in his hand, but what you can do is then put, there's a little hook there, and you can see, see, and it kind of stays. It's not super great. I mean, it does kind of fall out, but there is at least storage. There is at least storage for the gun on the backpack. And there you go. Maybe I have to put it the other way. That might actually, let's see if that would make a difference. No, that made it worse. Okay. Well. Come on, you. Let's see, there you go. Doesn't stay in great, but you do at least have like a little compartment if he's walking around in the jungle, or you know, in whatever scenario you need him to be in, even though he's supposed to be a pacifist. Now I'm hopefully not going to break my figure's thumb. I don't really like putting them on here. Yeah, I mean I will, but I don't really like doing it. Now, I am going to admit, I am not a big fan of this figure. I have nothing against the character. The character actually has some pretty decent stories in the comics and the cartoon. And his all-around, like, red jumpsuit, while is not very military in the sense of, like his pants here are, like, well, like, nice and green boots, you know, and stuff. And the helmet is quite fine. It's brown with like gray straps and some gray goggles. So I mean, that's all fine. I just don't overly like I even like the green in between. That's well painted and well done. And he's got glasses here, which in the original figure he had green glasses, but here he has kind of like mirrored or kind of like whatever. I assume that's just a painting choice this time. I'm not sure what the green glasses has to do with medical things, but I'm guessing for these are more like mirrored or something, so that if he's out in the sunlight or out in the thing, he can still see what he's doing, so the glare doesn't get into his eyes, but I'm not positive. And then you can see he's got the goggles over the top, and he can put on if he needs to. I just wish that this yellow, which is an actual nice color for the Tiger Force, just wish he was, if you're going to do the green, then put the thing like that, and then do the yellow like tiger stripes like you did with Wakando. But oh well, it's still not a bad figure, and he is a rescue trooper and a rescue medic. So having a bright color is very understandable for what he does. What I forgot to mention is, because I kind of missed it, because at first I kind of missed it with the camouflage and the stuff like that, that he does have a gun holster. And that's really nice. And it's probably about the right size. It seems a tiny bit small for the gun. Yeah, okay, it's probably not, it's not really to scale. They also gave him a fairly large handgun. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't fit in there anyway, so. But he has some really nice straps. Some really nice paint on the back. Sometimes they don't do stuff like that because it costs more. But this time they painted the straps, and that's nice. I think they painted the straps because they also painted the camo detail. The tiger detail. So that's nice. And for a guy who's a pacifist, here's another handgun and a knife. Now, I am not sure. Here he's got a flashlight, a very nice one. And what I can only assume is like the thing for the holster for the flashlight. I'm not sure what that is. That's like a piece to the holster for the flashlight, I think. So that is really nice. That's really cool. I just find it slightly on the funny side that he's got like, he's got like clips for the backpack, a gun, strapping for the gun, strapping for the knife. The knife has 2 straps around the boots. For a guy who's a pacifist, he's got quite a bit of armor, or quite a bit of weaponry. So, I know. And here, really quickly, I know it's hard to see. Right there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Right here is that supposed to be that symbol again. I'm sorry. That symbol is like the medic symbol is on top of his helmet. 2 lines and a middle line.